Okay, so after you finish up your brakes, it's a good idea to go ahead and take it for a test drive. Obviously, make sure your fluids are topped off ahead of time in your reservoir after bleeding your brakes. If you did your brake cylinders, stop leaving in the driveway before. Make sure you can actually stop. Take it for a test drive, test it braking at 25, 55 miles an hour. And the Broncos seem to brake much better, but I noticed coming in to my driveway, coming home, I parked on a hill, put the Bronco in neutral, and then put my parking brake on to see how well my drum brakes were engaging. Now, they really weren't engaging that well with the parking brake, telling me that they need to be adjusted a little bit tighter. So the way that you can do that without even having to pull the wheels off is jack up the rear end, remove this small inspection cover here, and then use a flathead screwdriver, and you can actually see the adjustment wheel here and adjust it as needed. Now mine needed to be a little bit tighter, so now you can kind of see they're a little bit stiffer while moving. You can adjust this to where if it gets really stiff, then you want to back it off just a couple of clicks. You want to kind of find that happy medium, so it's important to make sure that your brakes are adjusted properly on both sides. That way you're not getting one side that's braking harder than the other and causing your vehicle to pull hard to one side. You can kind of see the wheel in there. Now there are specific tools out there called like brake spoons. Totally unnecessary. You can easily do it with a flathead screwdriver. And I just went ahead and adjusted mine, so it should be good. It's good to occasionally check them too. And then also, after driving at least 50 miles, check the torque on your wheels again and just make sure that you're not going to lose a tire while driving down the road. Or strip any studs out, because that's not fun replacing those.